Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we are going full throttle into one of the most secretive, most fascinating, and most spine-chilling aircraft ever built. A machine that has been designed not for everyday warfighting, but for the absolute worst-case scenario imaginable. I'm talking about the legendary E-4C Doomsday Plane, also officially known as the National Airborne Operations Center. And let me tell you, fans, this is not just another military jet. This is not just another flying machine. This is literally the backup brain of the entire United States government, built to take command and survive even after a nuclear war wipes out command centers on the ground. And the story begins way back in the Cold War during the 1970s, when the United States military realized that in the event of a surprise nuclear strike, Washington, D.C. could be turned into a crater within minutes, and hardened bunkers like NORAD might not be enough. So the solution was radical. Take a massive Boeing 747 passenger jet, gut it out, armor it, shield it, and turn it into a flying fortress that could serve as the ultimate command post in the sky. And thus was born the E-4 program, which delivered the first version called the E-4A in the year 1974, then the improved E-4B, and finally the E-4C, which is the upgraded powerhouse still flying today. And while from the outside it looks like a regular jumbo jet, the truth is that inside and under the skin it is one of the most advanced, most hardened, and most terrifyingly purposeful aircraft ever built, stretching more than 70 meters in length with a wingspan of over 60 meters and weighing more than 380,000 kilograms at maximum takeoff. This monster has 3 full decks crammed with over 100 crew members who can operate non-stop as long as the aircraft stays airborne. And let me tell you, fans, with aerial refueling, this plane can fly not just for hours, but for days, and even up to 1 full week without touching the ground. Meaning that as long as there is fuel, it can stay up there directing America's entire nuclear arsenal. And the inside is not luxury like a passenger airliner, but pure function, with a command center that looks like something out of a war movie, filled with banks of communication consoles, long rows of phones and terminals, giant maps, projectors, secure rooms for classified briefings, war rooms where generals can plan nuclear responses, conference spaces for high-level decision-making, sleeping quarters, because remember, these people are literally on duty around the clock, and everything is designed so that if the worst day in human history arrives, the President of the United States and the top military brass can climb aboard and keep the government running from the sky. Now, what really sets this beast apart are the systems that make it nearly indestructible when it comes to electronic warfare, because unlike your normal airliner, the E-4C is shielded against nuclear electromagnetic pulses, which are bursts of radiation that come from nuclear explosions and instantly fry normal electronics. But not this aircraft. Its cables are hardened, its electronics are shielded, and it has redundant systems stacked upon redundant systems, so that even if one layer gets damaged, another takes over. And on top of that, it has one of the most powerful communication suites ever fitted to an aircraft, capable of connecting simultaneously to nuclear missile silos buried deep underground, to nuclear submarines cruising under the sea, using very low-frequency antennas that can reach them even through water, to bomber fleets across the world, and to other command centers and hardened bunkers, meaning this one plane has the ability to keep the entire nuclear triad connected and functional, even if cities are in flames and the entire electrical grid is gone. And think about that for a second, fans, because this means that as long as the Doomsday Plane is in the sky, the United States can still launch missiles, deploy bombers, and command submarines. And that makes it the ultimate insurance policy for deterrence, a machine that exists to remind adversaries that no matter what they throw at America, the response will still come. And here is where it gets even crazier, because at least one of these aircraft, and remember there are only 4 in existence, is always fueled up and on alert, ready to scramble at a moment's notice, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And whenever the president travels overseas, sometimes you do not even see it, but an E-4C quietly follows Air Force One just in case something catastrophic happens. And on September 11, 2001, when America was under attack, one of these planes was actually airborne, providing a secure backup command post during the chaos, which shows you that this is not just theory. It is a tool that has been used in real crises. And while the details of those operations remain classified, we know enough to understand that this aircraft is as serious as it gets. And here's the thing, fans. These planes are old because they are based on the Boeing 747-200 airframes from the 1970s, and keeping them flying is expensive and difficult. But they have been constantly upgraded with new communication systems, new shielding, and new defensive technologies to keep them relevant. And the Air Force has even launched a program called the Survivable Airborne Operations Center to eventually replace them. But as of right now in the year 2025, the E-4C is still the king, still fully operational, and still sitting ready to fly into the sky at a moment's notice if the unthinkable happens. But what I love about covering this aircraft with you all is not just the specs and the history, but what it represents. Because the very existence of the Doomsday Plane is both terrifying and reassuring. Terrifying because it proves that governments have seriously prepared for the possibility of nuclear war and built a machine to keep fighting after civilization collapses, and reassuring because it means that the chances of anyone actually daring to attack are lower since they know retaliation is guaranteed. And that is the paradox of deterrence. The Doomsday Plane is designed for a day that everyone hopes never comes, a day when cities could be gone in minutes, but it quietly stands by in the shadows, always ready, always watching, always prepared. Think about the symbolism too. The fact that it has been nicknamed the Doomsday Plane speaks volumes. This is not about intimidation like stealth fighters or flashy bombers. This is about survival and continuity, about saying that even if everything else falls, America will still have a functioning government in the sky, and that sends a message stronger than almost any weapon. So, fans, the question I want to throw to you is this. What do you think is the single most impressive feature of the E-4C Doomsday Plane? Is it the ability to stay airborne for an entire week? Is it the insane shielding that makes it virtually immune to electromagnetic pulses? Is it the fact that it can connect simultaneously to submarines, silos, and bombers? Or is it simply the psychological power of knowing that a flying Pentagon is always circling somewhere ready to take command? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, because this is one of those aircraft that sparks endless debate. And if you enjoyed this breakdown of America's secret flying command center, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for more epic deep dives into hidden military technology, share this video with your friends who love aviation or Cold War history, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another upload, because we have so much more content coming your way. And I promise the next one is going to be just as mind-blowing, if not more.